Today is Wednesday, December 12th, and today we're going to learn about the distributive property. Now, you probably have used the distributive property before, but you may not remember. And this is going to be the next piece that we're going to need by Friday to combine like terms and use the distributive property at the same time. So, let's talk about some vocabulary. First of all, we have the distributive property of multiplication over addition. That means when multiplying a sum by a number is the same as multiplying each number in the sum by that number and adding the products. When you use the distributive property of multiplication over subtraction, we're multiplying a difference by a number is the same as multiplying each number in the difference by that number and subtracting the products. So what does the word distribute mean? The word distribute means to give out. Okay, I distribute papers in class. So, when we're the numerical example of the distributive property, yes, you can do 4 plus 6 to get 10 and multiply it by 3. Okay, yes. But when you have variables, you can't do that because you have to only combine like terms. So, when we are using the distributive property the way that we are going to be using it, we have to take 3 times 4, which is shown here, and 3 times 6, which is shown here. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 times 6 is 18, and then I would add them together to get 30. Okay, 2 times 8, shown here, and 2 times 3, shown here. It's subtracting. So 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 minus 16 is 10. And again, you could totally do 8 minus 3, which is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. But that only works when you have 2 constants. When you have the variables, that's when it gets different. So, just like I did up here, I like to draw arrows, so I'm going to draw arrows here as well. So, A times B. So I will write A times B plus A times C. They're not like terms, so I cannot combine them. A times B minus, because it's subtraction, A times C. Cannot combine them because they are not like terms. The distributive property can be used to simplify algebraic expressions. Let's go ahead and do some problems together. Okay, so 1 and 2, I have stars instead of variables. Okay, so we're going to write the whole thing out. We're going to do 4 times 4. Whatever's on the outside of the parentheses has to be multiplied by everything on the inside of the parentheses. So 4 times 4 plus 4 times star equals 24. I can't combine those terms. Oh, it says write the value of the star. Oh, so I have to now solve the equation. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 4 star equals 24. I'm going to draw our line. I'm going to subtract 16 from each side. So I got 4 star equals 8. And then I'm going to divide by 4, and my star is going to equal 2. Okay, write the value of the star in the equation. So I'm going to do star times 10, which is 10 star, minus star times 6, 6 star, equals 36. Oh, I see that 10 star minus 6 star are like terms. So 10 star minus 6 star is 4 star when you combine those like terms, equals 36. Draw my line. I'm going to divide each side by 4, and star equals 9. Three and 4, these are just simplifying the expression, so we're not going to be solving for our variables. Notice how we have an x and a y. They're different variables, so we cannot combine the like terms. So that means the number 5 on the outside of the parentheses has to be multiplied by everything on the inside of the parentheses. So I'm going to do 5 times 2x. 5 times 2x plus 5 times y. Well, 5 times 2x is 10x plus 5y. That is the simplified expression. Simplify the expression. 6 times 3a. So I have 6 times 3a minus 6 times 2b. We actually have to multiply, so 6 times 3 is 18a, minus 6 times 2 is 12b. They cannot be simplified any further. If you want to go ahead, pause the video, do the work, and you can come back and check it. 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times y is minus 2y. 4 times 2, so I have 4 times 2g, that's 8g, and 4 times 8h minus 4 times 8h, 4 times 8 is minus 32h. Ooh, this one has 3 terms. So I still have to do the same thing. I have to take whatever's on the outside of the parentheses and multiply it by everything on the inside. So this is 7 times w minus 7 times 2x plus 7 times 2. 7 times w is 7w. Minus 7 times 2 is 14, plus the x is x, plus 7 times 2 is 14. Simplified expression. Okay, last one. 10 times 2g plus 10 times h plus 10 times 1. 10 times 2 is 20g, plus 10 times h is 10h, plus 10 times 1 is 10. Simplified expression.